I saw a tweet from one of the squad members. I forget which one it was, but they were tweeting about this and they ended it by saying, our country deserves better, which is the same shtick Biden was saying. And it's like, no, it's actually like, if you want to talk about what we deserve, like we deserve this and more. And I don't know if these squad members, it's like they get a memo when they get to Washington, or they're just like playing the part that they think they're supposed to play. They're saying what they think they are supposed to say when they become politicians on the national stage. But no, it's we don't deserve better than this. Like we need politicians who are gonna fundamentally challenge this concept of American exceptionalism and this chauvinism and everything that upholds this imperialism of the United States that it just inflicts death and misery on people around the world. I mean, 4 million dead in Vietnam, half of them civilians, several million dead in Korea, a million dead in Iraq. There's countless elected leaders overthrown throughout the world, and political and civil society and in countries throughout the world just thoroughly subverted in the name of this American exceptionalism, this in the name of this feeling that America deserves better. We uniquely deserve better. And we don't. Like this is chauvinism. This is like nationalism. This is jingoism. And I think part of being a leftist in the United States really has to be about examining and challenging that legacy and not clutching our pearls over things like this along with the rest of the media. And it's such a sad day. They invaded the house of the people, the sacred house of the people. Like it's not the house of the people, okay? It's the house of the capitalist class, and that's how they make their interests known. And we've just done far worse to people around the world. So I'm seeing this response and I'm like, this ain't it, fam. But it's fundamentally, it's like the working class.
I agree with you with I agree with you with on all that. I agree with you on what the sins of the United States are and everything. But if this crumbles, we need a proper plan in place. We need deep changes. And I think, like I said, that the American people are kind of like any other in the world and can change, and our culture can be changed. Our political culture can be changed. Our economy can be changed. And as far as we deserve better, it's like we deserve better from the party that is ostensibly trying to be better. Like, I mean, better by their definition is not what better is to you and me. And
we deserve better from the ostensible left and whatever party it expresses itself through ultimately, or whatever movements, whatever figures. People deserve, the working class deserves better. And it's like, the working class doesn't have a government here. Like we don't have a country. And Rosa Luxemburg pointed out this national chauvinism, patriotism, this shallow patriotism and nationalism is just kind of this, to some degree, it's this petty bourgeois preoccupation. Like she was talking about at the time, Polish nationalists who wanted to become independent from the Russian Empire at the time. And it's something that people become distracted with. But at the end of the day, we need to be focusing on people's actual needs and people suffering. And as far as the very best socialists that America has produced, I think Eugene Debs put it well. He said, I have no country. And this was when he was encouraging people not to be drafted into World War I, not to go and fight a useless rich man's war and sacrifice their lives in Europe. And Eugene Debs, he said, I have no country to fight for. My country is the earth. I am the citizen of the world. And that's the way we need to start seeing things. Not that America deserves, not that quote unquote America deserves better, or that, but people deserve better, and the working class of this world deserves better.
I agree with that distinction of like, well, Americans deserve better. America deserves better. People deserve better in general. It's not something about Americans that we are entitled to more than this. And what bothers me also is that, like, again, I feel like just the very notion of a public interest just like it is like totally vanishing. And on one of our previous episodes, I went into a little bit of a rant about people within the Trump administration who should be pursued legally in some fashion and be made an example of. This last thing has given the incoming Biden administration license to distance itself from important priorities beyond just going after Betsy DeVos and Louis DeJoy and the like. It's given them license to just give us stability by their definition, and that should be enough because, hey, we calmed things down after the fascists went crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And any true deeper reform is that much more on the back burner.
Well, quote unquote, stability is a very low bar. And as the saying goes, no justice, no peace. And that's not like, I don't think that's a threat. That's just, that's the reality. It's going to be socialism or barbarism. That's just the way things.
Yeah, the barbarism's here.
The barbarism is here. And so let's fight it with the real socialism. Let's give people something to really be focused on, something really meaningful. Let's build a genuinely uplifting, egalitarian project.